From Jim Connors Court on the campus of St. Edward High School in Lakewood, Ohio, the Rock Entertainment Sports Network brings you high school basketball. Tonight, it is a family affair as St. Edward takes on Walsh Jesuit. And there you see on your screen St. Edward head coach Eric Flannery and his son, Sean Flannery, a graduate of 2016. Hi again, everybody. I'm Adam Mendoza. Along with me is Donnie O'Toole. Donnie, boy, what a night for basketball here at St. Edward High School.
Yeah, it just, you speak about it often about how the branches of coaches that Coach Flan, he loves seeing his former players turn out, and now to have his son have his own program, it's kind of coming full circle for him. Shawnee, I remember Shawnee when he was just, a little kid coming in to, chase balls down and put them on the rack and bring towels and bring water, to him playing, winning a state championship, and the hug he gave his dad walking off the court for the final time, and here he is right now heading to his own program. So it is a family affair tonight, and that's just the St. Edward community. Well,
we do have a basketball game tonight between St. Ed's and Walsh Jesuit. Let's take a look at our tale of the tape for tonight's game. St. Ed's coming in at 9-4. Walsh struggling a little bit. They're at 2-11. They're coming off a loss the other night against CVCA, averaging 44 points a game. They're giving up 62, and there you see the numbers for St. Ed's. They're coming off a loss to St. Vincent St. Mary, where they were down in double digits, but made a game of it in the second half this past Tuesday night. When we come back, we're going to hear from Coach Eric Flannery, get his thoughts about tonight's game on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
Savings start right now at Joyce Buick GMC.
With over 500 new and used vehicles available and our transparent pricing.
Experience exceptional design with the all-new Buick Envista, starting at $23,990.
Or haul a truckload of savings of up to $11,000 off MSRP on remaining 2024 GMC Sierras.
And that's why people say,
drive Joyce. Your friends and neighbors do.
Joyce Buick GMC. Visit us on Chester Road in Avon or online at drivejoyce.com.
For every just one more mile to your next ace on the court, when you have a sports-related injury, Cleveland Clinic is here for them all. For our Cavaliers, our Guardians, and athletes at all levels. Our team helps keep you in the game. As the best orthopedic care in Ohio, we offer expert diagnosis, personalized sports therapies, and game-changing surgeries. For every injury, for every athlete, for every care in the world. Schedule your care today.
Welcome back to pregame. We're sitting here with St. Edward head coach Eric Flannery. Coach, we'll do a brief recap of Tuesday night in a loss against St. Vincent St. Mary. Your team was down early, but again, you come back and fight and have no quit in this team.
Yeah, once again, I think I thought we played well overall. I really did. I thought we first quarter we hung around for a while. St. V's went on a little run at the end of the first quarter. We did a great job battling back right before half. Had a chance to cut it to 2 at halftime, just didn't execute very well at the end of the first half. Third quarter, we started off slow again. They extended the lead, got it up to about 12 or 13. And I thought we did a great job. Defensively, we were getting stops. Offensively, we were taking good shots, executing offensively, and we got the game basically tied with around a minute to go. Had a couple shots to tie or win the game and just didn't go down, and that happens especially on the road. So I was proud of our effort. I was proud of our execution. I thought we did enough to win the game on the road. The balls just didn't fall for us. So I was very happy about it.
And really, you could even see the confidence in the players as the game went on.
Yeah, I think you start believing in yourself. You start believing in that, hey, we can play with just about anybody. St. V, again, knocks off Hoban last night. They hung with Iggy. We know how good they can and are. So, we know we're right there. We know, again, I don't want to keep saying it, but we can lose to Walsh Jesuit tonight, and we can beat Ignatius on a good night. So that's the type of team that we have.
All right, tonight is, I guess it's a special night. We're playing Walsh Jesuit, and there's a familiar face on the other side of half court, and that's going to be your son, Sean Flannery. What is going through your mind in a game tonight against your son?
Well, it's one of those things that because you're in it so much, like you're coaching your team, you're doing everything else, there's little moments that hit you. And, I was filling out the scoreboard earlier and putting his name in the coach's column of the other team kind of hits you a little bit. It's the old full circle life kind of thing where, here I am. I remember bringing him into the gym and setting him on the stage here in his carriage, and now here he is, playing for me at one point. Now all of a sudden he's the head coach of another team. It's awesome. I'm extremely proud of him. I know their team is, on the beginning phases of building, so it's been a tough year that way for him. But he's way smarter than I ever was as a coach. I think he's got a ton of experience. He's got a great personality for the game. And this is a nice moment. It's one of those things that'll never happen again, right? I mean, we might play each other again, but this is the first time, father and son going at it. And, it's a proud moment for me just seeing him standing over there representing another school similar to what I did 30 years ago.
I know during pregame and stuff, you always talk to the opposing coach. What might you say to him tonight?
Well, I'll probably put him in a headlock or punch him or tell him he's going down. It's one of those things where Mrs. Flan, my wife, was kind of like, oh, well, if you're winning, I said, listen, we're just trying to win a basketball game. We're going to do what we can to win, and I know he's going to do the same thing. It's kind of like back in the day, you're playing your kid one-on-one in the backyard. You want to kick the heck out of them if you can, and tonight we want to do the same thing.
Well, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup.
All right, we got junior JT Kelsheimer at the point, junior Brian Vlasic at the 2, senior Drew Yursich at the 3, junior Zymir Knox at the 4, and sophomore Ian Murray at the 5.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you, Adam.
Savings start right now at Joyce Buick GMC.
With over 500 new and used vehicles available and our transparent pricing.
Experience exceptional design with the all-new Buick Envista, starting at $23,990.
Or haul a truckload of savings of up to $11,000 off MSRP on remaining 2024 GMC Sierras.
And that's why people say,
Drive choice. Your friends and neighbors do.
Joyce Buick GMC. Visit us on Chester Road in Avon or online at drivejoyce.com.
Pre-game here with Walsh Jesuit head coach Sean Flannery. And Coach, a lot has been made about this game. You're homecoming back here to St. Ed's, 2016 graduate of St. Ed's, and you're going up against your dad.
Yeah, it's pretty special. I think my mom probably put it best to me the other day. My dad, myself, my family, my brother, we're all excited to play here, to play for my father. That was always something for 14 to 18 years we look forward to. And that time came, it went, it was awesome, it was everything it was supposed to be. Now it's a little different. It's something we never really expected or envisioned, but still special nonetheless, and we're all excited.
Boy, it had to be an interesting week at the Flannery household.
Yeah, thank God I moved out and I got married, right? But my birthday was yesterday, so I talked to my dad a little bit. We're still very competitive, so it wasn't a whole lot of back and forth, but my mom, I believe, will be sitting on the Walsh side. At least I hope. So, but it was good. It was interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun.
As you come back here, you played here. Now you're coming back to coach. Just your feelings of coming back here.
Yeah, it's weird. I haven't been back here a whole lot, honestly, since I graduated. But, playing myself, coaching. I got to be back for the 2014 team. But it's for me, looking forward, it's a new chapter in my life that I'm really happy to be at Walsh Jesuit and represent Walsh Jesuit and be at a great school. Obviously really happy and still have great ties to St. Ed's, but we want to win tonight, that's for sure.
All right, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Adam, I appreciate it.
Join in the singing of our national anthem. Introducing the starting lineup for the visiting Warriors of Walsh Jesuit. At guard, a 5'6" sophomore, number 23, Jakari Kidd. At guard, a 6'1" junior, number 15, Anthony Spain. At guard, a 6'3" junior, number 44, Grant Blasick. At forward, a 6'4" junior, number 1, David Jacobus. And in center, a 6'7" junior, number 24, J.P. McMullen. Head coach Sean Flannery and the rest of the Warriors. And now introducing the starting lineup for the 2025 Big Green Machine, the Eagles of St. Edward. At the point, a 6' junior, number 1, J.T. Kelsheimer. At the 2 guard, a 6' senior, number 2, Drew Yursich. At forward, a 6'3" junior, number 11, Zamir Knox. At forward, a 6'7" sophomore, number 20, Ian Murray. And at forward, a 6'4" junior, number 30, Brian Velocic. Head coach Eric Flannery and the rest of the Eagles.
Well, there you have both of the team introductions, and there you see Sean Flannery, the new head coach, and that is just you can't say anything else about that shot right there.
Yeah, it's what it should be, exactly what it should be. But as soon as they walked away, I guarantee the competitive juices are flowing.
Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole. Glad to have you along here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network for tonight's matchup between St. Ed's and Walsh. This is the first time these two teams will meet, and what a special occasion as dad and son get together on the court as opponents. And the son, Sean Flannery, coming back to St. Edward, where he graduated in 2016 and also won a state title.
Absolutely.
So as we get underway, this one is going to be picked up by Walsh. They're in the maroon uniforms with gold. They're going to go right to left as we look at it here. So glad to have you along here on the Rock as they get it to the outside. That's Spain. He'll throw up a big 3 and opens the game with a 3-pointer. Just underway in this opening moments of the game. Zamir Knox driving, putting it up, got fouled, and McMullen will get called for the foul.
Zamir's been doing a great job the last couple of weeks of really getting to the glass.
We'll take a look at the move once again as he made that quick step.
Did a great job.
There you see Knox, 76% free throw shooter, missing on that one. Eagles as a team shooting 71%. His second free throw is good. So he gets on the board, and it's a 3-1 game in favor of the Walsh Jesuit Warriors.
Yeah, full court pressure by St. Ed's.
St. Ed's coming into this game after a loss on Tuesday night against Akron St. Vincent St. Mary. They were down in double digits at one point, but came back and fought it as that one goes out of play.
Yeah, Flan talked a little bit about that in his pregame, and it really is. I mean, here, Yeah, Flan we want to win every single game, but the experience we're getting playing these teams, these great teams, is going to be invaluable come March.
And with St. Vincent St. Mary, they'll be playing in Division III. There is another long shot. That does not go. And we'll have a jump ball situation, and it will stay for the Walsh or the St. Edward Eagles.
Yeah, that Division III is loaded.
There you see Vlasic on the inbound, averaging 15.4 points a game. And here is JT Kelsheimer. He has been a big factor as that playmaker for St. Ed's. Vlasic at the top of the key, working it left side to Jursic, trying to get by, looking for the hole. Got it partially blocked. Here comes Walsh the other way. On the outside is Chikari. Kidd getting it back to the outside. Another triple try. That one bounces off the front of the rim on a miss by Spain, but an offensive rebound by Walsh. That goes up. Vlasic comes up with the board. Here come the Eagles left to right. Knox with the big speed, but then tried to get it to Ian Murray, and it got disrupted inside the paint area.
Yeah, we're turning the ball over a couple times. Good spreading it out, but just this team from Walsh is quick.
Eagles averaging 14.5 turnovers a game. Got to keep those numbers down. And there's a steal by St. Ed's and JT Kelsheimer. He'll go up the middle to the left side to Knox. Knox was going to look for that three, but they'll give it to Vlasic instead, and he knocks it from the top of the key.
Yeah, tough to leave him open because that's his comfort zone.
Brian Vlasic, 43% from beyond the arc as the Eagles take a 4-3 lead. Press is broken pretty quickly by Jacobus. Now they get it to Kidd. He'll bring it out into the forecourt against Knox. Boy, look at that defensive pressure there by Knox. Diving for the basketball. Kelsheimer picks it up.
Love it. Love the hustle. Oh, he's open in the middle.
Good pass inside, out, 3-ball, good.
That's exactly what we do well. Good hustle on defense. Find the open guy. Unselfish pass for the three. Kick it out, and we hit the three.
7-3, St. Ed's with the lead, and that really all started with that defensive play.
It's always where it begins.
Kidd with a basketball. He'll work it up top to Spain. Eagles in that man-to-man. Gets by the defender. Got blocked. Ian Murray with the block. That's now his 15th block of the season.
He is fine. Has a nose for the ball. And what I love, too, is he extends himself so he doesn't foul. You know what I mean? He extends his arm so he can get to the ball.
There you see the replay and the block, and there's that good extension, body away.
Body away, exactly right.
Kind of like what you did back in the day.
No, I just hung on him like a Christmas tree ornament. Hope he missed it.
There's a shot in the inside points in the paint as McMullen gets his first two, averages 5.5, and it's a 7-5 lead for St. Ed's on this possession with under 5 minutes to go as they get it out to Kelsheimer. Eagles will look to throw it up from long range. They got a little cold against Akron St. Vincent St. Mary. That time, a friendly bounce by the big man, Ian Murray with a three. 10-5.
Turnover, Walsh.
Ian Murray connecting on his first three-pointer of the year. He's 1 of 3 on three-pointers.
I'm sure he'll relish that because Flan's probably going to tell him don't do it again.
When you get the big guy to knock down the three.
That's one of those, no. Okay, all right.
10-5 our score here. Thank you for joining us here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole here at the Eagles Nest. Kelsheimer being hounded by Silverstein. Trying to work on the high pick. Looking to go in. Floats one up from 14. Can't get that one to fall as McMullen comes up with a basketball. Now a double team in the backcourt. Walsh breaks the press. They get it over to Blaskic. Underneath. That one another block. This time it was Vlasic on the shot. And again, no foul.
No foul, right, exactly. So two things with that. Good for the block, but also, too, are we late in getting to the glass? Are we getting beat off the dribble and we need help?
There's a steal on the inbound, but then Walsh getting it back and missing that easy bunny was McMullen. And here come the Eagles left to right. Kelsheimer with a basketball. He'll back it off, sending it cross court to Zamir Knox. His three off the iron, and it's picked up by Blaskak. Warriors on the move. He's going coast to coast, and he's going to do it.
When he got to half court, he put his head down and decided he was going to take it all the way. You could just tell. Good for him. Good agility by the big guy.
10-7 our score, 3.5 to go. Knox fighting his way in, just a little short. The last couple shots for St. Ed's just a bit short here.
And quick, too.
Again, Blazek coming up, getting it to the right side. Into the corner is Spain. Now it's stolen by Vlasic. He'll go in easy for the layup.
I thought I was going to dunk it, and you were going to go crazy.
12-7 our score.
Take the easy, too.
Best way to do it. Lead is at 5 with 3 minutes to go.
Walsh starting their offense really far out, too, and we're doing a good job keeping them to one side of the floor.
Yeah, that offense is starting in the back, and nice pass underneath. Open man was Dave Jacobus. He picks up his first two, and it's a 12-9 lead. 2:30 coming close. Kelsheimer, 3, bingo. That's his second 3 of the night.
Yeah, he's heating up. You could see he's more and more comfortable as the year goes on.
17 of 51, 31% from three-point range. There's an inside 2. Coming in on the basket is Jacobus, a quick 4 for him. 15-11, the lead is only 11. There's that one-handed shot by Murray off the side of the backboard. He thought he was going to get called for or get a foul called against him. Walsh now looking to bring that one in, and that shot was missed by Blazek. And here come the Eagles of St. Ed's. And we'll have a block on Grant Blazek, his first, team second.
Yeah, you can see some of the guys here are winded.
And wholesale substitutions for St. Ed's and Walsh. Coming in for St. Ed's, it'll be Anthony Knorr, Carson Link, Nate Yursich, Marty McGlynn, and I think we got them all. Kind of like the 5-man hockey rotation.
Yeah, really. Good for these guys to get some minutes here. Let's be productive here.
Let's see what this second unit can do for Coach Eric Flannery. Knorr on the outside, getting it to Carson Link. Link driving the baseline, kicking it back. 3-ball by Knorr. Front of the rim, no good. Rebounded, picked up by Cahook. Walsh trying to get back. They're down by 4. They'll get it on the cross-court pass to Spain. He'll drive the lane, and we're going to have a charging call. Spain with the foul. That's his first, team third. Sean Flannery there trying to work the officials like his dad.
That apple does not fall far from the tree.
1.5 to go here, opening quarter. St. Ed's with the lead, 15-11. Link, the freshman, getting it to the near side to Yursich to Knorr. Good pass to the outside. Link throws one up and bangs one home.
Yeah, Walsh is sitting in that zone now, and we're doing a good job of getting to the gaps on that zone for that open 3.
Carson Link averaging just under 3 points a game, a 46% shooter from three-point range, and we'll have a foul in the backcourt on Luke Vislowski. Carson Link has really done a great job, this young freshman. 6 of 12 from three-point range.
You know, he's trial by fire, Adam. I mean, here's a freshman. Last year he's playing 8th grade. Now he's playing varsity basketball, and I think he's done extremely well.
Full court pressure again as they try the double team in the backcourt. Warriors looking for that. Spain, he wanted to trigger that one from long range. Oh, another good drive there by Blazek for his 4th point of the night. And it's 18-13 with under 42 seconds. And another 3 goes up, doesn't go down, and it goes out of bounds. And it'll be Walsh Jesuit Warrior basketball.
Boy, that big guy for Walsh, man, he's agile. I mean, he's got to play football, too. Look at the size of that kid.
The other night, St. Ed shot 30% from three-point range, 8 of 24. They had an ice-cold first quarter.
Yeah, like 2 of 12 or something.
Yeah, they were not hitting from the outside, and St. Vincent St. Mary took advantage of the big man inside, and there's another pretty move by J.P. McMullen. He has 4, and the lead is cut down to 3 with 18 seconds left. McGlynn to Knorr, 3, baseline. Oh, what a hit there.
Great release. You see his follow through there, and he got the ball up. It was great.
21-15, the lead is back to 6. Knorr averaging just under 2 points, a 33% shooter from beyond the arc. And again, good ball movement with little time left on the clock.
Yeah, great ball movement and just a court awareness. That's practice time, working on stuff like that, so they're doing a good job.
1.8 seconds remaining here in this opening quarter. McGlynn on the inbound to trigger. Carson Link throws it up. Nope, that one goes off the back of the iron. So after 1 quarter of play, St. Ed's takes a 21-15 lead. We'll take this time out on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. (21-15), St. Ed's leading it over Walsh Jesuit. Boy, talk about a family affair here at St. Edward High School. Look at the coaching tree. Head coach of St. Ed's, Eric Flannery. You got Sean over at Walsh. PJ Flannery coaching the freshmen. And Jim Flannery, the quiet one of the bunch.
The quiet one for sure. The most intelligent one of the bunch of that crew, I would tell you that.
And really, when you look at it, Sean and PJ both played for their dad.
Yeah.
And they come back and coach.
And for Jim, yeah. They play for Jim and Eric.
All right, let's go down to our third member of the broadcast team, Harper Lucas.
Coach Flannery, despite being up 6 against the Sun, was not too pleased in that first huddle. He told his team they let the Walsh Jesuit Warriors do the same thing every time down the floor. Left-handed moves, and they're not getting used to their predictability. Coach Flannery wants more out of his Eagles. Back up to you guys.
All right, thank you very much. As the basket is hit by McMullen, 6 for him, 21-17. The lead is 4.
Well, I guess that theory just went out the window.
Second quarter, as McGlynn driving in got cut off. Knorr on the baseline. Good defense there by McMullen.
Yeah, so Shawnee's building a program built on concrete, not on sand, so these kids are going to go through the wall for him.
That arching shot there is hit by Nate Yursich. Now, do you think Coach Sean Flannery takes a little bit from his dad, or is he just his own coach, or what he's learned at John Carroll and at Georgia State and Xavier?
Yeah, so Shawnee's smart enough to take a little bit of everything but add his own mix to it. And I think that's what Coach Flan would want. I think Eric would want Sean to develop his own style and doesn't want to clone. And that's just my opinion, but it's different when it's on the court. Sean's got different players. Eric's got different players. So he takes a little bit of everything, and we'll mix it in all together.
Well, you heard in the pregame interview, he was talking about that it was his birthday. Now here's a steal. They get it up over to Nate Yursich. He goes underneath the basket, out of bounds, and it'll stay with St. Ed's. So he celebrates a birthday, then makes a big announcement that he's going to be a dad.
Yeah, Lori told me about that, and I was just so happy for Sean and his wife. And starting a family is a great thing. You and I are both dads, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful babies having babies.
Now Knox in there, can't get that one to fall as Cahook comes up with the rebound. How long before somebody calls Coach Eric Flannery grandpa?
I tried the other night, didn't go over so well.
6.5 to go here, 23-17. St. Ed's with the lead. We're going to have an offensive foul on a charge by Anthony Spain. That's his second.
Lori, you think, was okay with being called grandma, but Eric, Coach Flan didn't care for that too much.
Well, there you see the birthday boy.
Yep.
Played at John Carroll University, made their Sweet 16, was on their Sweet 16 team in the NCAA Division III playoffs. Vlasic, open three on the wing.
Boom. You could tell. I mean, we talk about it all the time, the advantage just sitting up here. Great rotation, great arc. It looked like it was going in, and it did.
Vlasic now with 8 points in the ball game. He averages 15. Full court pressure. Somebody left the back door open, and a good steal as Vlasic comes back to help out defensively.
Yeah, Walsh is doing a great job of breaking our pressure. Flan wants to get this tempo going, so either we can wear them out or wear Walsh out or just get it going up and down. But right now, Walsh is controlling the tempo.
26-17 is our score. 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Warriors with a basketball. McMullen, long shot coming in. Shot last time was taken by Spain. McMullen coming up with a rebound. And it'll be St. Ed's basketball. And I think you're right. The Walsh kind of dictating that tempo, slowing it down, and the Eagles, when they're successful, they're speeding up on defense.
Right.
And that leads to those turnovers and the steals, which turns into points off those turnovers.
And typically, Coach Flan, if the other team scores, fine, but let's get it up and get it out and going.
Kelsheimer trying to drive, but there's a good hands there by Justin Bell. Battle for the basketball, and it'll go to Walsh with the possession arrow in their favor.
Yeah, so they have to. I mean, and what I mean by that is Walsh is taking every possession. They're playing every possession. I'm not saying that Eds isn't, but right now Walsh is fighting, scratching, crawling. We're having luck with the way we're moving the ball and top side and things of that nature. But we got to get some tempo going.
Walsh facing full court pressure. There's the double team
There
deep
it is.
in the
He picked it
backcourt,
up.
and Coach Sean Flannery calls a timeout with 5:40 to go here in the first quarter as St. Ed's with a 26-17 lead here in the second quarter. We'll keep it here.
So right now, Sean Flannery is telling his team, hey, don't pick the ball up in the corner because nothing good comes when you pick the ball up, either right over half court in the corner and the back court in the corner, because you pick it up, the trap's coming, and if you don't have someone flash the middle or split that trap right away, you're in no man's land. You're susceptible to that 10-second call.
There you see the huddle for St. Ed's and Coach Eric Flannery.
Good to see Coach Connor Donlan back on the bench.
Yeah, Coach Donlan, brief health scare and is back in.
Stronger than ever.
Yes, he is.
Can't keep a good man down, and that's what he is, a good man.
5:40 remaining here in the first half of action. Wow. Coach Flannery, Sean Flannery, doing a little mop-up work, trying to get the dry spots off the wet spots off the floor.
It's like when he golfs, he always cleans up the green.
All right, here comes Walsh, and they're going to call the foul on JT Kelsheimer.
JT just a smidge slow there to get there to cut that sideline off.
There you see Kelsheimer getting the foul, his first. 6 points so far tonight. Chikari Kidd.
Look at JT working. Look at him work.
And Kidd started the year on the JV team and then got moved up to the varsity.
Very impressed with him.
Good pass, but it was intercepted by Vlasic. Here come the Eagles left to right. Vlasic stops.
Him open. Boom.
Boom. Again. 11 points for him. Two straight threes.
Yeah, if they're going to leave him open all night, Vlasic. All night, buddy.
Kidd will bring it up with pressure. Getting it off over to Bell.
Travel.
And they'll call the travel as Vlasic hits the deck hard.
That kid ran through him like he was running through the
offensive line.
Two gap, yeah. Holy smokes, he put his head down. I would have gotten out of that kid's way. Who was that?
The old team manager came out for us to mop up the floor. Now here comes Kelsheimer on the drive. Can't get it to fall. Another big rebound picked up by McMullen, who averages 3 rebounds a game. Blasek in the paint, throwing it up. Hard off the window. Doesn't go. Bouncing around as Murray comes up with a basketball. 4:35 remaining in the second half. Oh, nice pass under to Murray. Low block, working it, turning it, and firing it, and getting it in.
He took a huge risk dribbling the ball as many times as he did, but he created some space and was able to hit that little hook shot. Nice shot.
Murray is going to get a lot of playing time because Bowden Grant is out and not able to play tonight. Now here comes Murray, the big man, on the run. He'll stop, laying it off to Kelsheimer from 3, and he hits it. Kelsheimer with 9. Eagles take a big lead at 34-17, as we'll keep it here from St. Edward High School. Boy, the Eagles are shooting lights out from three-point range tonight, and they started to get really hot late in this first half.
Yeah, and it kind of just reminds me, I listen a lot when Coach Flan speaks. He talks about, we could lose the, Walsh tonight and beat Ignatius, or we can lose Ignatius and beat Walsh. There's so many different, concepts to this team, and they're still trying to figure out, and that's why playing as many games as we can. And like I said earlier, winning is always important. I believe in it. I think it's the best thing. But if we're playing tough competition, we're figuring this out. So by the time and you could see it, I can at least see it, that we are growing. We're growing. This team is growing together. It's getting solid. The pieces are coming together. They were never that far apart, but we're just fine-tuning the things that you could tell.
Well, we know this is a father-son matchup between St. Ed's and Walsh. There's another father-son matchup in Northeast Ohio that took place on December 31st, as you see Cam Joyce and Coach Drew Joyce. Cam Joyce of St. Ignatius, Drew Joyce of Akron St. Vincent St. Mary.
Yeah, and there's a lot of, just like with the Flannery family, the Joyce family, I'm sure, they talk all the time. Two great coaches. Congratulations to, Cam for winning the state championship last year. Drew's going to be competing. His team's going to be competing for a state championship this year. So, it runs deep in Ohio.
And where else but in Northeast Ohio can you get 4 teams matching up during the year with a dad and son?
Yeah, really.
Not too many places can say that. Walsh down by 17 as the Eagles using the three-point barrage to open things up as the Eagles go to a zone defense. Quickly underneath, that shot all partially blocked by Yursich on the attempt by Cahook.
I was going to ask, did he get a piece of that?
He did. Now here comes Knox inside. Oh, what a dish, splitting the 2 defenders, but couldn't finish. Here comes Walsh.
Yeah, looked like he got hit in the body a little bit.
Cross-court pass over to Friary. He'll drive, floating it up, and that looked like it was going to go in, and it just rimmed out.
But again, they're getting to the glass.
And they've done a good job of attacking the offensive end of the glass.
They're doing back screens, they're doing back doors, they're double screening. So they're doing a good job with, and their spacing's been very good too.
Cole Arbogast into the game, and the drive by Knox with a basket. He will pick up his 3rd point of the game, and he will go to the free throw line for a 3-point play as the foul called on Cahook. What a drive there.
You could, we just spoke about this team kind of getting better and better. There's a player right there who was hurt last year with a torn ACL, battled back, is better than probably where he was before the injury, and you could just see him starting to really, really take off and getting involved.
Last couple of games he has fouled out for that aggressive defense that he has, but he'll tone it down a little bit as he misses that free throw. He's 1 of 3 on the night. Under 3 minutes to go. There's a long 3 ball that is nailed by Noah Friary. His first 3. He's 26% from 3-point range as the lead is now 16. Arbogast coming in, nice dish on the drive to Zamir Knox for 5.
I mean, great cut, great spacing, great setup. I mean, that's when you know you're clicking, when you're getting looks like that.
Last week, Cole Arbogast got his first playing time in about 6-7 months due to an injury.
Yeah, he's really, really coming on strong.
Looking to go on that inside. They'll play it around the perimeter. Quick defensive back by the Eagles. There's a 3-pointer. That doesn't go on the miss by Spain. And it'll remain with the Walsh Jesuit Warriors as J.P. McMullen checks back in. Checking out will be Pakir Cahook. No points for him. Inside the paint is McMullen trying to muscle his way in. Can't get that one to fall as he goes up against Arbogast. Vlasic trying to go end to end but could not finish. Here come the Warriors. Silverstein on the right side. 3-ball missed by Spain. Save by Zamir Knox, and threw that one out of play, and it'll be Walsh basketball all the way down to our left. Or they're going to, the Walsh will get it. They'll have to go full court pressure.
Yeah, it was tipped.
38-20 is our score. I want to thank everybody for joining us here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole and the rest of our crew. Nice give and go to McMullen. He'll turn. He'll fire from the low block, and he gets his 8th point of the night.
Yeah, he's got such a soft touch around the rim. He's definitely a good player.
Vlasic into the game as Coach Flannery changing up the lineup. Knorr in there. They'll work it. There's an interception on the play by Spain. He'll drive in. Euro step basket is good. He has 5. 38-24 with a minute left in the opening half. Good give and go. Open shot for Arbogast, but did not take it.
Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. Under a minute.
Yursic in on the corner. Brother Drew hits it from 3.
That's what I'm talking about. The patience right there. Pull it back out. Don't force it. We'll find another open look, and that's what happens. Good movement.
St. Ed's with a 41-24 lead here in the first half. Spain on the outside. Spain averaging 13 points a game. Open 3, nailed by Friary, his second 3 of the night.
Yeah, they're spotting up on that far side corner three-pointer, and they probably have 3 or 4 of them there.
So it appears that somebody's got to really close out on that shot.
Correct, right.
13 seconds remaining in the first half. The Yursic brothers playing catch-up in the forecourt. Down to 5 seconds. Yursic driving, trying to kick it in. Throws it up, not in time. And the first quarter comes to an end as St. Ed's leads it 41-27 here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. We'll take this timeout on the Rock.
To win an individual state championship in each of his 4 years of his career. He later went on to become a Big Ten champion and a 2-time All-American. The second inductee was from the class of 2005, offensive tackle Alex Boone. Alex started on the 2003 state runner-up team, earning numerous high school accolades. He went on to play at The Ohio State University, and then over 100 games in the NFL, spending most of his career as a member of the San Francisco 49ers, where he started on their Super Bowl 47 team. In the class of 2013, we welcomed wrestler Dean Heil. Dean was a 4-time individual state champion and would later have an amazing career at Oklahoma State University, where he was a 2-time NCAA champion, a 3-time Big 12 champion, and a 3-time All-American. The remaining 2 members of the 2025 class are here with us tonight. Please turn your attention at this time to half court. Chris Rouchard, a member of the class of 2006, arguably one of the best swimmers in St. Edward history. He still holds school records in both the 200 and 500 freestyle and was a 2-year captain here at St. Edward. He continued his swimming career at the University of Maryland, where he served as team captain while earning degrees in accounting and criminal justice. And finally, Delvon Rowe of the class of 2008, one of the greatest Eagles to ever wear a St. Edward basketball uniform. As a junior, he led the Eagles to an undefeated regular season with 25 consecutive wins. He was the Sporting News First Team All-American, the 2007 Plain Dealer Player of the Year, and First Team All-Ohio in his junior year. Delvon would go on to play in the NCAA National Championship game as a freshman at Michigan State University, and then would later help the Spartans to reach a second consecutive Final Four as a sophomore. Delvon is currently the Dean of Character Formation and the varsity boys basketball coach at St. Genevieve High School in Panorama City, California, where he continues to inspire young athletes and students through his leadership and mentorship. Fans, let's show a loud round of applause for all the members of the class of 2025 Howard E. Ferguson Athletic Hall of Fame.
Welcome back to the Rock Entertainment Sports Network here at St. Edward High School as the Eagles leading at 41-27 after one half of play. Let's take a look at the scoring in this first half for Walsh Jesuit. Dave Jacobus with 4, Noah Fryery with 6 coming from 2 3-pointers. Anthony Spain with 5. J.P. McMullen leads the Warriors in scoring with 8, and Grant Bleskak with 4. For St. Ed's, Anthony Knorr with 3, Ian Murray with 5, Zamir Knox with 5, Carson Link with 3, Nate Yursich with 2, Drew Yursich with 3, JT Kelsheimer with 9, and Brian Vlasic leading St. Ed scoring and leading all scores with 11 in this first half. It was 21-15 at the end of the first quarter, 41-27 here at the half. The Eagles outscoring, Donnie, the Warriors 20-12.
Interesting, just, tale of two quarters, really. I was thinking about, first of all, you got to give Walsh a lot of credit because they are still, they're not hanging heads being down what they're down. They're every possession, playing every possession. We, St. Ed's, on our half, I think we did a great job with our spacing. I think we did a great job with the shot selection, being a little bit patient. So, all good things all the way around for us, and it'll be a good second half here.
There you see the Division I state championship banner as Sean Flannery was part of that team, and just a couple of weeks ago, it was the 10th anniversary of the 2014 team.
Yeah, I remember it was like yesterday, sitting next to you at half court and going crazy and, screaming at Izzy and then hugging Izzy, and, it's just, a game, such a great game of emotions.
And there you see the first championship that Coach Flannery got back in 1998 when they defeated St. Ignatius.
Yeah, a lot of questions go on which team was better. Not for me to decide that, but two great teams, obviously, well coached, and a great job winning the state championship.
We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have more. St. Ed's leading at 41-27 on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
Savings start right now at Joyce Buick GMC.
With over 500 new and used vehicles available and our transparent pricing.
Experience exceptional design with the all-new Buick Envista, starting at $23,990.
Or haul a truckload of savings of up to $11,000 off MSRP on remaining 2024 GMC Sierras.
And that's why people say,
drive Joyce. Your friends and neighbors do.
Joyce Buick GMC. Visit us on Chester Road in Avon or online at drivejoyce.com.
For every just one more mile to your next ace on the court. When you have a sports-related injury, Cleveland Clinic is here for them all. For our Cavaliers, our Guardians, and athletes at all levels. Our team helps keep you in the game. As the best orthopedic care in Ohio, we offer expert diagnosis, personalized sports therapies, and game-changing surgeries for every injury, for every athlete, for every care in the world. Schedule your care today.
41-27 our score here at the half as both teams get ready for the second half. Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Donnie, keys for each team in this second half.
Well, we'll start with Walsh. I think the key is going to be, listen, they are growing and they're trying to learn. So I think that they need execution is going to be vital for them to stay, keep the game respectable. It's not going to be for lack of effort, I'm sure, but they just need to continue what they're doing, try not to get frustrated, and execute for Coach Flan. On our side, we need to polish some things up as far as many three-pointers as Walsh got off in that corner. They probably need to correct that. But also, too, I think they got a lot of points to the glass. So we got to do a better job of maybe cutting that off, moving our feet a little bit better. But just small tweaks here and there.
We're going to take our final timeout. Coming up, second half of action. St. Ed's leading it over Walsh Jesuit 41-27. You're watching the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
Every just one more mile to your next ace on the court. When you have a sports-related injury, Cleveland Clinic is here for them all. For our Cavaliers, our Guardians, and athletes at all levels. Our team helps keep you in the game. As the best orthopedic care in Ohio, we offer expert diagnosis, personalized sports therapies, and game-changing surgeries for every injury, for every athlete, for every care in the world. Schedule your care today.
Just about ready for second half of action here at Jim Connors Court on the campus of St. Edward High School.
Yeah, just real quick, I want to just give a quick shout out to Grandma Flan, Great-Grandma Flan, and Great-Grandma Zooks who are here tonight, organizing this. They got the Flan Clan shirts and everything, and they're sitting underneath the hoop down there having a ball. And, just two special women who are responsible for these two great coaches tonight and had a hand in it, raising them and nurturing them and teaching them to be great men of faith. And I just wanted to say thanks for being here, ladies, and it's always good to see you. I got a chance to speak with them before the game.
Well, it is a family affair as you've got Sean Flannery over at Walsh Jesuit and his dad, Eric Flannery, over at St. Ed's. And normally sitting next to Coach Eric Flannery is Jim Flannery as well.
Yeah, right. And then PJ was in the freshman game coaching.
All right, St. Ed's with a basketball to start quarter number 3 with a 41-27 lead. Drew Yursich, who had 3 points in that quarter, gives it off to Vlasic, faking the three, looking to go cross court, but now puts the ball on the floor, off to JT Kelsheimer. Up top, he has 9 points in the game. Off to Zamir Knox, good defense there by Jacobus. On the near side to Murray, who's hit a three-pointer tonight. Patience by the Eagles, forcing the defense of the Warriors out big, but there's a beautiful drive by Drew Yursich for his 5th point of the game, and he got fouled.
Great job spreading them out. Patience that we talked about earlier. Adam did a good job getting to the hole.
Jacobus with the foul. There you see the drive. Patience on the outside, left the middle open for him to drive through.
Took advantage of it, absolutely, every time.
Free throw is hit by Yursich. He has 6 points in the game. He's an 83% free throw shooter. 44-27 our score. Ball on the back court. Vlasic with it into the corner. Good save there as the Eagles try to go for the double team, and that one goes into the second row across the way.
Well, that's what happens with when you have pressure at them. If they're going to try and throw the ball over the top all the way across court, it's going to be either picked off or thrown away, and that's what just happened.
There you see Coach Eric Flannery. 545 wins, 163 losses for the young man. That three-pointer missed by Yursich, the senior. Walsh moving the basketball left to right. On the outside, they try to go to that corner. There's that open three that was missed by Friary. And a steal underneath as Zamir Knox got the ball taken away from him. But 3 opportunities by Walsh does not go in. And we are going to have a foul, no jump ball situation. And the foul is going to go on Walsh's Grant Blasek with that's his second.
It's so funny to watch Shawnee just he is his father's son. There's no question about it. He wanted to call there. He's saying what happened. He's pleading his case.
Like father, like son.
Oh, yeah.
44-27 our score. Ian Murray way out on top. Good defense there by Jacobus.
Yeah, we're in our flex series.
Zamir Knox, second three in a row that the Eagles have been short. I mean, they didn't hit anything. Now the other way, Anthony Spain goes long distance for his 8th point of the night, and the lead is 14. And a timeout is called by Walsh Jesuit.
32nd. Just like Coach Flan does. Shawnee calls a timeout right after a hoop, so he's going to make some defensive adjustments here, I'm sure.
Walsh coming up. They've got a very big schedule coming up. Akron-Hoban, who lost their first game to St. Vincent St. Mary the other night. Then they take on St. Ignatius, battle Euclid, Massillon Perry, and then they host St. Vincent St. Mary.
Holy smokes.
Who made that schedule?
Probably Shawnee.
Well,
maybe Eric helped them a little bit. I mean, you got to play. Hey, listen, you got to play these teams. I mean, you have to. It's a great measuring tool of where you're at and where you need to go.
St. Ed's with a basketball on a 14-point lead here. As Kelsheimer. Let's go down to Harper with what's going on in that.
Coach Flannery, after that last timeout, not very pleased with his Eagles. He said, why do we keep shooting threes when they're walk-in threes? He said his team needs to be more patient. Just take a little bit of time, walk in the shot, and don't let the Walsh Jesuit Warriors just keep getting so many layups and open threes. Back up 2 guys in the booth.
Thank you very much, Harper Lucas, down on our sideline, our third member of our crew tonight. As Walsh now getting it inside the paint. That shot was missed by McMullen, and here come the Eagles. Let's see if they go inside after that timeout. Vlasic faking the three, trying to make a move inside, lost the handle as he blew out a tire, and Walsh picking up the ball after the turnover.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. That's how you hurt a knee.
Now another three attempt. That one is short on the miss by Anthony Spain.
But again, another open three.
Kelsheimer with the basketball, working it to Murray. He'll drive. He gets bounced off. Boy, talk about some big bodies colliding inside the paint.
Smokes. Look at that middle, Adam. Look how wide open that middle is.
Kelsheimer.
There it is.
Trying to go into Knox. He gets that one as that just trickles into the cup.
Boy, he makes his mind up, and he is so quick to the glass.
7 points for him. 46-30, our lead. And you saw the Eagles wanted to take some shots from the outside, but they knew better. Let's drive inside, and the foul will be on Kelsheimer. That's his second. Kelsheimer picking up his second foul. Checking back in is Bakir Kahuk. He'll go in for Dave Jacobus, who has 4 points. You know, if you're going to go into the paint against Walsh, you're going to be hitting some bodies.
You're definitely going to be hitting some bodies. Is that Kelsh that's hurt? Kelsh is hurt. Get up, buddy.
And the foul will be called on Anthony Spain. That's his third on the offensive foul. So the bodies strewn all over the court here at St. Edward High School, and we're looking at Sean Flannery really going at it with the officials. Eagles with a basketball and a 16-point lead here in the third quarter. 4.5 to go. Looking for that cutter. We heard from Harper Lucas saying that Coach Flannery wanted this team really to work the ball inside. Now an open three, and that one is nothing but net on the basket by Drew Yursich for 9. 49-30. When you got guys like Yursich and Vlasic and they have that space, they're going to take those shots and knock them down.
You have to. You can't not shoot them. Flan's just trying to prove a point to these guys to make great decisions every possession.
Kelsheimer comes out of the basketball. They'll bring in Nate Yursich. That one trying to get up. Boy, the body's battling there as Walsh really going after every 50-50 ball.
And why wouldn't they?
Vlasic step back three.
Oh.
Off the rim, no good. Veslowski with the rebound underneath.
Good hustle.
Has to get it out of the paint, and he dribbles it off his foot for a turnover.
Geez. Coach Flan showing signs of a little bit of frustration here. Here comes the pressure again.
There you see Coach Flannery.
And you know, Adam, and maybe I'm wrong here, which I guess it'll happen every once in a while. It's not necessarily to score here. Flan wants to work on things like possessions to execute to perfection. That's what he's getting upset about.
And the foul on Nate Yursich, and trying to play an aggressive defense, but really don't get yourself in trouble. I mean, on Tuesday night, the Eagles had 2 players with 4 fouls that had to play very cautious defense.
Yeah, it just takes your game plan right out the window, because now you got to start wondering if you're going to get called for something.
Warriors with a basketball down by 19. Spain with it against Zamir Knox. And the foul will be on Zamir Knox.
And I got to say, too, I'm real impressed with this Walsh Jesuit team. I mean, for the record, these guys are hustling. These guys are still battling.
It's a growing process for this team.
For the program.
Yeah.
Nice
inside.
Look.
Partial block there by Zamir Knox, but then Walsh coming up with a 50-50 ball, and a 3 is hit by Friary. He's got 9.
They just won't go away.
49-33. There's no quitting this team as Vlasic on the paint.
I mean, that's the biggest compliment you can get for our coach.
Eagles trying to work it inside, dumping it over to Vlasic, and he got rejected by J.P. McMullen.
Which is fine, but also, too, notice the passing lanes that we're getting here, Adam. We're able to drive that middle lane, like we spoke about a couple possessions ago, is wide open, and now we're going to try and take advantage of that.
Eagles getting it on the inbound with 2:50 to go. Zamir Knox driving, and he got fouled on the way to the basket. The foul will go on Bakir Cook, his second. One thing I liked about Zamir Knox's play tonight, we're in the third quarter, and he only has 1 foul.
Yeah, and he's keeping his head on him. He's just go. He's just trying to score, play great defense, die for balls.
Knox now 2 of 4 at the line. He has 8 points.
Of course, as you know, if you don't do those things, you're not playing for Flan, because that's what his expectation is. So
Drew Yursich checking out of the ball game. Carson Link checking in. He's got a 3-pointer today for the young freshman. Second free throw by Zamir Knox is good. He has 9. 51-33, St. Ed's. Full court pressure. And the pressure by Carson Link forces Noah Silverstein to go out of bounds. And again, we've been impressed by this young freshman and how he's played. But to the point, you look at the big man, J.P. McMullen. He has been doing a job inside. Oh my goodness, as Zamir Knox going up, going strong, and throwing it down.
Smokes. Holy moly. What just happened?
He flew with the greatest of ease, and he came down with a slam dunk.
Oh, I hope we get another look at that.
Eagles with a basketball and a 20-point lead.
I mean, but again, that's who he's been tonight. That's exactly who he's been all night.
11 points for Zamir Knox, the junior.
Oh, my goodness.
Eagles with it. Nate Yursich back out to Knox. Looking for the cutter. Nice pass on a reverse layup by Brian Vlasic. Patience is a virtue.
Absolutely. Great pass.
1.5 to go, and there's a steal by Veslowski. Off to Vlasic in the paint. And he got called with the walk. He took a couple of baby steps.
He's got the replay.
We'll take a look at the play by Zamir Knox just a couple of moments ago. Impressive.
By golly.
Now a big three-pointer. That's off the front of the rim. McMullen had the rebound, and it goes out of play. And they'll call a foul on St. Ed's, and the foul is on Nate Yursich.
What?
1:29 remaining in the third quarter. 55-33. Marty McGlynn getting ready to check in for Zamir Knox. What a night by Knox. He goes on the bench right now with 11 points and a massive slam dunk.
Massive is the word, exactly.
Kid trying to inbound the ball. Getting it to Spain. Double team, throwing it up. No. There is Vislowski to come in. Eagles need to be a little more aggressive, crashing the boards on both ends of the floor. Good move there by Nate Yursich in the lane to Vislowski, throwing it up. No good. Fighting for the basketball. Rips it away. Still fighting for it. And he gets the basket.
Just passionate about trying to get that rebound and finishing that play. You cannot teach that. That's heart. Great job.
His first. I mean, look at the battle. Vislowski picking up his second point of the game, and he's going to go to the free throw line looking for a three-point play. And he gets it. 3 points for him. Eagles leading it 58-33. And those are the things. Now you see the Eagles playing in that zone defense.
Minute to go, Adam.
Spain with a basketball off to Kidd on the bounce pass into McMullen. On the double team.
There's the corner.
In the corner.
Yep.
Trying to fight out of it. Tries to get the pass to Jacobus. On the low block. Fighting his way. Getting the basket. Nice move.
That kid's athletic as all get out for as big as he is.
58-35.
That was a nice move.
Only 8 points scored in this quarter by Walsh Jesuit. These big guys, the big men for Coach Sean Flannery, they are very aggressive, and there is no quit in them inside the paint.
No, they're light on their feet, too.
Eagles down to 10 seconds. Getting the outside pick as Yursich had it. Getting it off to Noor. His three is good almost at the end of the quarter as he has his 6 point, and that is going to end the third quarter of play as St. Ed's leads it 61-35 on a big three-pointer near the end of the quarter. We'll take this time out on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Welcome back as we get ready for the fourth quarter. St. Ed's leading it 61-35.
You know, I watched Coach. I was watching Shawnee at the end of that quarter. You know, we kind of got that three-pointer and some other things kind of went our way, and I wanted to see his body language, and it's nothing but positive, as we would expect. You know, and his players are watching him. His assistants are watching him. Shawnee's done a great job of leading this team tonight, and he is going to be a great leader for these young men coming tonight and in the future.
Sean Flannery, as we said, was a player at St. Ed's as McGlynn floats that one too hard. Played his basketball at John Carroll University as that one goes out of play. Then went on to coach over at Georgia State and Xavier. Not a bad resume.
No, and he's playing in some big-time games. He's coaching some big-time games, and now he's going to bring that experience along with what Coach Flan has given to him. And the great thing for Sean too is his dad's a phone call away, so he's got that going for him as well.
In one game in his career, he had 17 assists.
Yeah.
Long three. Spain could not get that one. But McMullen fighting for the rebound, and a foul underneath. And they'll call the foul, I believe, on Marty McGlynn. That's his first. But, you know, you look at it, Walsh is doing a good job boxing out underneath.
They're fundamental. They're fundamentally strong. Look at the spacing on this out-of-bounds play. Look at the big guy boxing out, clearing space. Did you see that?
And the basket is made by Jacobus, his 8th point of the night.
Yeah, there's no quit in this team.
61-37 is Knorr out at the half-court line. Trying to get that. Carson Link over to Nate Yurcich. His three rims out, and Blaskak comes up with a big rebound. Quick zip pass. McGlynn fights it off. Oh, that should have been, there was no possession.
Was a tip.
No possession there.
Nope.
Now another three off the side of the iron. Ripped down by the Eagles. Here comes Yurcich being hounded and chased down. Nice cross-court pass, give and go. That one too short. And another big rebound by Jacobus. Good ball movement that time by the Eagles, moving it down.
Our spacing's good.
They just could not finish. 6.5 to go. Kidd with a basketball, working it to the far side, just outside the center circle. Inside, tapped around. Jacobus trying to fight against two. Kisses it off the window and in.
I mean, this kid is so nimble inside, can create space, knows how to finish.
10 points for him tonight, averaging 3.5 points a game.
Yeah, he does a great job. And doesn't quit. Does a lot of things you're not going to see on a score sheet.
Anthony Spain, the leading scorer, is going to get fouled by Wisławski. That's his second. Now here's Anthony Spain. He comes in. He's averaging 13 points a game, 38% from downtown. We'll see the play and the reach in there by Wisławski. Coming out of the game is J.P. McMullen. Really a fine game by him. Only 8 points in the game, but there's so many other things that he did tonight.
Look at that. That's going to drive Flan crazy.
And Wisławski's going to get called with another foul. That's his third. And looking at the demeanor of Coach Flannery, not very good right now. Wisławski getting called with the foul. At the free throw line is Jacobus. He has 10 on the night. Hits that one. 11 for him. Not too many free throw attempts by Walsh.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Sean Flan's let the officials know that too. This Jacobus kid, look at it. I mean, he's huge.
And that basket
soft
is
touch. Love the kid.
61-41 our score. As Jacobus hits the 2 free throws. 6 minutes remaining in the ball game. Carson Link in there, trying to fight his way through. Getting it to McGlynn.
Boy, we're kind of taking some risks there, throwing that ball the way we are right now.
But look at the defense for Walsh, really up in the grill of the Eagle offensive team. Knorr driving, trying to throw it in, but it was a pass over to Wisławski.
Such unselfishness. Great look.
5 points for him. 63-41. Just when you thought he was going to take the shot, you said it. The unselfishness and dumping it off for the easy 2 underneath on the baseline. Spain too hard off the back of the iron. Eagles getting the rebound. Knorr with a basketball. Getting it off to Wisławski. Off to the young freshman. He'll get it back top of the key. 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Eagles working that offense on the drive, and the basket's going to count for Marty McGlynn, his first 2 of the night, and he's going to go to the line.
What a strong take by Marty. I mean, that was great.
The foul is on Greg Blasek, and that's his third. At the free throw line will be Marty McGlynn looking for his third point. Tickles the twine on that one. 4:55 to go, 66-41. St. Ed's with the lead. St. Ed's looking to improve on a 9-4 record. After losing the other day to St. Vincent St. Mary.
The schedule they play to be 9-4, I mean, crazy.
And St. Vincent St. Mary now 6-5 after running off 2 big wins, one against St. Ed's and the other against Hoban, who was undefeated. Trying to get that drive. Spain, 3-ball, good. Spain with 11. Spain 38% from beyond the arc. 22-point lead for St. Ed's. Link trying to drive in, gets cut off. Getting it to Norton. Nice little backdoor cut. That one doesn't fall. Good defensive play by the Warriors. And that was Bakir Cahook. Kid trying to drive through but thinks better of it. But Spain throws up another big 3. He shot that one from Portugal.
Yeah, that was deep.
Now underneath the drive, Arbogast couldn't get it to go. The young sophomore will go to the line after getting fouled.
I want to say a quick hello to Timmy Flanagan, who's listening tonight and listens to all the games. Just great guy, great family, great St. Ed's family. Timmy, thanks for checking in.
66-47. There you see young coach Sean Flannery, and then there's Arbogast getting his first point of the game. He averages 1 a contest, and this is a young man that was injured and missed 6 months of work.
Well, did he have knee? What was it? Do you know?
Just an injury that really took him out for a bit.
Is he football?
No, he is not football.
Not that football causes it. You know what I was.
I know what you're talking about.
The emails will start O'Toole Hoots football.
On the drive, good pick there by
Nice pick.
Nate Yursich. He'll lead the charge. In between 3 with the step. Can't get it to go. And the tap up, we're going to credit it to Arbogast. He has 3. $69-47 our score. Eagles have been in control of the ball game. Outside jumper doesn't get it. Eagles, Knorr coming up with a good play. Arbogast missing on the slam dunk.
Not one of your favorites.
Now, when you've got that big, wide open hoop, take the layup. 2.5 to go here. 69-47. Another long distance 3 is hit by Friary. He has 12, all coming from beyond the arc. Eagles leading it by 19, 69-50. Arbogast on the outside, the young sophomore. Getting it over to Nate Yursich, the senior. Stops in the paint, getting it back out to McGlynn. Now working it into the low block, trying to fight his way in there. Battle underneath, and the foul will be called on Bakir Cahook. That's his 4th. Third team foul on Walsh Jesuit in the game in this quarter. Eagles will get the trigger, the inbound. Brendan Ansbury, the 5'11 junior, getting some time in right now, along with Owen McGurr and Dustin Hess, another freshman, another big freshman for the Eagles.
Ran into Timmy Hansberry before the game, was excited, thought his kid might get some playing time tonight. He's in there, and I'm sure he's going to do his dad proud.
And there is the shot by Arbogast, and he has a quick 5 points, 71-50. St. Ed's has been in control.
Flan's over there talking to Sean right now. I'd love to know what he's saying.
Good basket hit there by Hunter Franklin on the drive for his first 2. Oh, they're trying to make sure they get everybody in there, I think.
Either that or he's asking why he ran a certain play.
Hansberry losing the handle of the basketball. Here comes Walsh. On the drive, kicking it out, long 3 ball. That one is nailed by Owen Weber, his first 3 of the ball game. Eagles leading it under 45 seconds to go in this matchup. On the drive, kicking it out over to Magura. Now they work it back out. This is the youth team that's out there, as Ansbury with a basketball. He'll dribble it out with 25 seconds to go. He'll float it up, doesn't get it to go. Rebound by Pavlik. Corner 3, that one missed by Weber. Eagles getting the rebound. We're under 10 seconds to go. Arbogast will hold on to it, and that is going to be the ball game. St. Ed's winning this one 71-55 and improve their record to 10-4 as you see father and son hugging at midcourt. We'll take this time out. Eagles win it on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Welcome back as the Eagles defeat Walsh Jesuit 71-55 in the battle of father and son, Eric Flannery and Sean Flannery, as the Eagles pretty balanced. Brian Vlasic with 13, followed by Zamir Knox's 11. Dave Jacobus for Walsh Jesuit with 12, and Anthony Spain with 14. Final thoughts?
Just a great effort on our end. I'd see us improving. Our schedule is not getting any easier, so this was a great opportunity for us to show the growth from previous games and in practices, and we just need to keep growing and getting better, because before you know it, it'll be February and then March here, and it's not going to get easier for us, and I think Coach Flan knows that. I think he's been through this a million times, so he knows exactly getting certain guys extra playing time to get them comfortable, used to running their their plays and everything. So good overall win. Great effort by Walsh Jesuit tonight. I'm really impressed with Shawnee Flannery's squad and the way they play for him. Not that I expected anything different. They executed. They are fundamentally sound, and that is a program that's going to be on the rise now more than ever.
So the Eagles win at 71-55. For my partner, Donnie O'Toole, I'm Adam Mendoza saying thank you for joining us here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.